an ENV wind object determines how strong wind will blow on a map. This causes stuff like trees to sway about and to look all bendy and stuff. But if a map doesn't have an ENV wind entity, then it uses the values of the previous map that has been played. So if I play a map with a strong wind value and then load up Ancient, this happens. Oh no, these palm trees are the most amusing ones that I've found, and here is how they look with 0 wind, 20 wind, 200 wind, 2000 wind, and 20,000 wind. It's hard to take something this bendy and floppy seriously, but from my approximate analysis, it seems that there is a limit to how much you can blow something floppy. Some props, like this palm tree, move a lot more than others do, like shrubs, but all seem to get stretched by the wind, making them appear thicker and funnier. So it does seem like there's a limit to how strong this value can be, which is a shame because I wanted to see plants shooting about the map like very angry towels. But even if most props do appear to have their movement range limited, they can still get seriously distracting, and can still obstruct your vision to and from various angles in a map, even if the props themselves were initially placed in spots that didn't. So why don't I consider this to be a serious bug? This comes down to how difficult it is to activate it, plus how it only hinders your vision, so there's no competitive advantage I can think of from triggering it. To get this to work, you must first load up a map with a stupidly high wind value, which will most likely be custom itself, and then, before you quit CSGO again, you must then load up a game specifically on the map Ancient, because most maps in the current map pool do have an ENV wind somewhere inside them, so they won't be affected by this bug, and those that don't have the ENV wind entity tend not to have any props that are affected by this. Ancient just happens to sport the combination of having no ENV wind entity, but does have plenty of props that are affected by it. Hence the silly props. Valve, please fix. There are two ways I can see of fixing this. Valve could make it so that if a map doesn't have an ENV wind entity, then it defaults back to standard wind settings. But the lazy way of fixing this bug would be just to add an ENV wind entity to all of the maps that currently don't have one, and to hope that all community-made maps do the same, forevermore. Which fix do you think Valve will choose? If any?